All right, the highlights from Wednesday, September 14th, GreatStockPicks.com. Stock trading chat room, a really good day, man. We had some huge ones today. SVM was one. A couple days down in a row, and then a big long candle down yesterday on massive volume. So that landed it on our bounce watch list. Okay, now let's go to 5-minute candles. Couple lessons right here in what I'm getting ready to say, and one of them is I did call it over 620. Now remember how much it got killed yesterday. I know if this thing can get through the high of the day, it could get a short squeeze. Okay, so I'm looking for an entry better than the high of day break. And it hit 620 here, was coming up to it again. Now the first lesson is I called it at 620 with a stop below this base at like 603, something like that, a little over 15 cents risk. And what happened was it came out right after, I can't remember what the number was, business inventories, which came out right at 10 o'clock, and the market viewed that as negative. So never a good idea to take something into numbers. So that was my mistake there. You can see it triggered and stopped out. Now the second lesson is, remember, it did not take out the lows of the day. When it looked like this, one of our members posted, hey, it's back up near that recent high, which alerted me to it again because I was looking at something else. It gave me time to turn it on the projector and show the chat room that I liked it over this 624 high. This time I said could get it through the high of the day. We've got numbers behind us now. The market panic post numbers behind us. So the call was 625 with a stop at 612. And I said this one could get us to and through the high of the day, and then maybe our short squeeze. All right, so there's 625. There's the high of day test. A little bit of meandering, then it's off to the races. So from it did exactly what we'd hoped it would do. For 625, I think the stop was 13 cents below. Never came close to stopping out, and went up over $1. That's a 19% move from our call on a very, very little risk. So we had an 18% mover yesterday. As we showed you in the video, PZG, we grabbed it right there, and it gave us an 18% today. SVM, a 19% mover from our call, which was right here. So a couple really nice days there. NTAP. Also got to share this with you. NTAP was just getting killed here using that method we talk about. I called it over this candle, 36.24. Stop was 12 cents below. And from 36.24, for whatever reason, I don't know why it did this pop, but we sold some into this pop. Somebody said, what causes it to do that? 500,000 shares in 5 minutes. Usually that's news, but it held our break-even stop. So if you sold some into that spike, if you were in our chat room, sold some into that spike, you have your break-even stop in place. It ends up going above that spike at the end of the day, or near the end of the day. So 36.24 entry, stop 12 cents below, never gets hit, and goes up to 37.26. So over $1 move on 12 cents risk. Which we also did with SVM, over $1 move on 13 cents risk. So really good day there. Also called Juniper Networks, JNPR, down here at 2118, using a method I teach right about there where the arrow is. And from 2118, this almost makes it to 22. And the stop on that was 9 cents below. So Juniper gave us an 81-cent move on 9 cents risk. And Express Scripts we called a couple times. Called it long right here. And got, I don't remember, like a 40-cent move, 30 or 40-cent move on very little risk, less than a dime, I think. We called it long here, 43.13, somewhere around here on this green candle, and got a move all the way to 43.55. So a 42-cent move there on a dime risk. So we got a couple nice bounces, and you see it's showing up to be weak here at the end of the day, but not before we took some money out of it. Ag, I put on watch as one of our potential final pushes down when it looked like this, and then I got sidetracked and never got to trade it or put out the trigger, but it would have been over this 5-minute candle, 1973, and Ag makes it almost to 2080, so that made $1 move on a little over a dime risk. That was not an official call, but that was a really nice one as well. And I think that's it for the day. Very, very big gainers. Also called NTAP earlier in the day, right here as a long, thinking it could get through the high of the day, but it moved up like 8 cents, came back to my entry, and the market tanked, so I said I'm back out flat. Killed that one flat. But NTAP ended up making up for it, giving us a long down here and a huge move. So I think that's it from the day. I'm trying, my new strategy going forward in this crazy market is I'm only taking high volume plays, okay, like these pushes down or something like an SVM that had, I didn't show you the daily before, they had this monster volume. Look at that, 30-something million shares yesterday. So anytime I have something with monster volume, I don't mind trading it the next day too. But otherwise, I'm staying away from low to medium volume triggers that normally I would have traded because this market's too weird. So I'm not going to babble any further. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.